What's up, everybody? It's Andrew, Mewsthebest, and I am bringing you a new thing, a new show to the CPC, and that is the battle document. And what the battle document is using is twice. That's a bit redundant. What the main premise of the battle document is that it will be mainly on team building. I will analyze the teams um, that played really big parts in the respective matches of your favorite CPC coaches. And I will feature the win con, or the most important mon, even if it wasn't the mon that necessarily won the game in this video. And yeah, unfortunately this week I was really strapped for time. The replay system went down, and just a bunch of other factors and stuff that made this really difficult to get out. So this won't be the most quality thing. As you can see, there is no super fancy GFX, as you'll see in the other videos, to showcase the mons and stuff. And especially since there's no replay, I can't really show the gameplay on the screen to what we are trying to do. So yeah, that's that, and there's not really much I can do about it, unfortunately, so I will just do my best right here, right now. Hopefully start off this season with a good video. So yeah, let's start off right away with Hiker Toad versus Rob, the Pokey TCG gamer. And the MVP that match was the Scarf Obama Snow. Oh yeah. I don't know, I'll just mention this later as it comes. So, Rob's Scarf of Bomb Snow, from what I know, it has the Brick Break, Earthquake, and Ice move, and it did really well against Hiker's team, and just was able to clean very well in the end, and it just, after everything was weakened, it just destroyed because, yeah, he didn't really have much for it, and a Bomb Snow did work, and that's just... When you see a Bomb Snow, you don't really see as the biggest threat. You might think, what? But it was a threat, and that's really nice. And yeah, sorry, I don't really remember that match too much, so I can't really say too much in detail about it. I can't really say why it worked, how it led to that and such. So basically, I'm just gonna end that part off there and go with the honorable mention from that match, actually, and with Hiker Toad's Alolan Persian, actually, because I do actually have a set for that, which is the Taunt, Foul Play, Parting Shot, Hidden Power Steel, with 248 HP, 124 defense, 136 speed, with Timid Nature and Rocky Helmet. This Persian put in the absolute finest work early game. I remember this part of the game because I remember watching it live, and this was something that stuck out to me. Persian was able to very effectively take so many hits from Rob's team and just weaken them enough for a potential win later on, which he did unfortunately not get. Ooh, that was weird wording. But yeah, that's an honorable mention, and sorry for not going too much into detail this week. I just can't really. So next week, next game, we have Will versus Chime. Will the Lord, the RNG Lord, I don't remember how to spell his name. I should have probably wrote his full name in my notes. But yeah, what his set is the Dragon Dance Mens. I was going to put the Tapulele, the Scarf Tapulele on, but unfortunately for him, I'm not unfortunate for him. Fortunately for him, his Lopunny... Wait, let me just reword that and take a few steps backwards. It killed 2 Mons, and yeah, that's really nice, but one of those was because he just sacked off his Lopunny because he forgot about the Psychic Terrain, and I don't think that should make it the featured set of the week, so I am going to say what this meant is, and I don't really have the full team builder, so I will mention what I have in my notes. I noted the Z Fly, the Dragon Dance, and the Dragon Claw, and it worked really well because after Lopunny, after everything was dead, Dragon Dance Mence was just able to really easily come in and just win. We'll set that perfectly up with the Memento Dugtrio and use his Dugtrio to kill off the Scarf from the Heligo, which would have dropped the Mence and such. So yeah, he actually played that really well, and that was a pretty respectable showing, and I'm pretty excited to see if Will continue to do well, and I will look forward to Chime doing better in the following weeks, because I know he can do better. So next up we have our own commissioner, 681 Shadow versus Aberforth. I kind of very briefly watched this one and watched it on pretty fast speed, and I had someone else help me. Shout out to Bill Standish, point out the set that was the nice one, so I was able to very easily go to the match and see where it was, and sorry, I just gotta get used to this and stuff. The set that is featured this week will be Dragon Dance Tyranitar, and Dragon Dance Tyranitar did really well against Shadow. It was able to kill, I believe, 3 Mons, and Abe, he just set it up perfectly. He was able to get the hazard stack up, and after Klefki died, Dragon Dance Tyranitar, it just ran through Shadow's team. Shadow didn't really have anything to do after his Klefki went down, and yeah, he wasn't able to beat it, unfortunately. And yeah, why it worked is because Klefki, which is an honorable mention set actually, used a Lagging Tail to effectively beat the Victini, but after Klefki went down, he wasn't able to effectively beat the Tyranitar, and that's why he was just able to just get demolished by the Dragon Tyranitar. But that was really creative prep on Shadow, and Abe just played really well this game, so I'm really looking forward to see how both these coaches will continue to do later in the season, because Shadow using creative prep and Abe being a good battler, this season the CPC should be really good. Our next match is Fowler versus Deimos. I'm saying so much. I'm really sorry about that. I'll try to fix that the next week and come into the video with greater understanding on the battles and stuff, instead of kind of making it up as I go. And of course, you'll still sort of have to do that when you're doing an analyst spot, but you still gotta have some sort of an idea. But yeah, the featured set for this match is Fallop's Scarf Ninetail, a Lowland Ninetales. And why that worked was Fallop very, very effectively weakened Deimos' team, and he just played really safely and put the pressure on to make sure Deimos, whenever he made a misplay, or if he tried to set up or had a Scarfmon, Fallop, he made all the necessary plays to make sure Deimos was not able to do that. After the Dragonite went for the Infernal Overdrive, the Alolan Ninetales was able to very effectively clean the rest of his team, which was really nice on Fallop's part. Good job to him. Deimos, I would say, if I were to give advice on team building, would be to be a bit more careful, but he still had good team building in the end, so I still think both teams did well and such. The next match, TCMTL versus DDQ Yad. I don't really know how to say that. I don't know what happened in that video. I can't tell. So I'm kind of going to skip over that and say something real quick on about this video in general. This is something new. The only other analyst stuff I've done before is power rankings, and I'm still getting used to this. I gotta commentate this less like I'm doing a power rankings and more like a new unique series. So hopefully we can guys can see me improve as the season continues. But yeah, we're just gonna go straight on to our next match, A12 versus Golden Centurion. And even though it wasn't the Mon that actually won the game, Mega Absol set up Sword Hands at just the right time and was able to kill 3 Mons. That allowed Zapdos and Kira combined to be able to take down the rest of Golden Centurion's team, and that was really nice. Props to A12 for, even though he didn't use super creative prep, he did have a couple of zingers here and there, but he used pretty he didn't use predictable sets, but he used sets that aren't wow. Props to A12 for using sets. For not using flashy sets and still doing extremely well. Props to you. I look forward to seeing more of both of you guys in the future of the season. Next match, since I was watching it fast and stuff, I couldn't really tell what, and since there was also no replay, I couldn't really tell what the set was this game, but the sets that I am going to mention is Z Rain Dance Manphy and Scarf Kangaskhan. Scarf Kangaskhan at the end of the game was able to kill a couple Mons and weaken Porygon Z to be in range for Amoonguss, and Z Manphy was just able to beat all his respective walls and just did really well against that. I don't really have much else to say, just to say that keep up the good building. I will be analyzing you guys thoroughly, and actually there's one more match. So that match is Rice Pool versus Techno Strike, and this was an interesting game. There was a lot of nice sets, but there was also kind of some interesting plays because they kind of weren't in the greatest mindset at the time because Techno was tired and such. So the sets I'm going to mention, the honorable mentions first. Taunt Volibee on Rice Pool's part, that was really nice, and I think it was pretty effective. Although it was kind of passive, so it just allowed Techno's team to pressure him a lot. Stunfisk was also a really nice bring, because Stunfisk is always a nice bring, so props to you on that. For Techno sets, Electric Terrain Circuitry for the rest Suicune, that's pretty nice, and I really like that. It just made sure that Circuitry guaranteed beat the Suicune most of the time, unless he gets crit and get roared out, unfortunately for him. But the set that I am going to feature is the Protect Ferrothorn, because it was very effectively able to protect and take the hit from the Scolipede and be able to beat the Suicune in the end. I thought that using Protect at the end, where he knew he wasn't going to go for Swords Dance, was extremely smart. And that really stuck out to me. Ferrothorn being able to beat his team after carefully analyzing what moves he has and doesn't have, realizing that Suicune doesn't have Hidden Power Fire, and saving Ferrothorn in the end for Scolipede. I thought that was really nice. Ferrothorn did exactly what it needed to do, and it was able to easily win the game. So yeah, that's all the teams. Sorry about having subpar commentary and not that great graphics. I will hopefully fix that next week, as I should, let's not jinx it, be more available. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys later.